Dan, is there an added pressure to kind of get Pitt back to being one of the sack-leading programs in the country after the dip last year?
Yeah, for sure, man. Since the drop from last year, man, I've been waking up every day just thinking, like, how can I do better? What's the next step? Like, how do we get back to the top? So, and there's a lot of pressure on me, me being a senior. So I'm definitely here, ready to show next year. That is.
Set that tone for everyone else to follow you, and as far as showing up every day and doing the right thing, especially with the line coach.
That's just being in front of the line, like every drill, hustling, like trying to run to the ball, like doing stuff that he wants me to do, so I could just lead the room. Like, we had a little discussion the other day about me just being more, serious, and, that stuff I got to do since I'm the leader.
Yeah, what is different with this defensive line now?
This defensive line? I think this defensive line is like, I think there's a lot of players that's on the upcoming, so it's going to be a lot of new building blocks, new stones. Like, there ain't nobody here from last year that's really, did something. I did all right last year, but, it's going to be a new wave. So, like, we've been breaking down on new era because it's going to be something new that we built, that we're going to build with Coach Dowse.
How are you handling the pressure building up defense line?
It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy, man. Since, I'm the senior, it's hard. I think it's hard because, like, everyone's looking at you, you know what I mean? Like, usually I was looking at Elijah, Pat Jones, Weaver. Now they looking at me. So, I just got to win every day, and just whenever they, like, keep offering my help and, keep guiding them the right way.
You like when you open a game?
I do and I don't. It's pros and cons, but, I got to accept it, and, I'm willing to take that.
How different is Coach Dowse's style compared to what you experienced with Coach Partridge?
They're both incredible coaches. Coach Dowse, I like him because he's a little bit more like, he got more passion. Not more passion, but he got more emotion. Like, he's more rah-rah. Partridge's like that too, but Partridge is like a dad, Dowse is like the uncle. Dowse is like more like laid back. So, just pros and cons to both, but, I love both of them.
Dan, what are we going to notice? You mentioned there are a lot of new guys. Who's going to jump out when fans watch the spring game?
I think guys going to like, to me, I think Nate Metlack been doing great. Nakai and Sincere. And Francis, man, y'all going to like Francis. I like Francis a lot. He's funny. I like him. Y'all going to like Francis. So, it's going to be a lot of young guys showing up this year, man, and I'm happy to see it because it's a young player's game.
What's the biggest thing that you feel that you had to work on as a pass rusher? You get in the backfield more often and create those sack opportunities.
Yeah, I made a cut up on all my passes and runs, and I think after evaluating myself, my get off, like, I was playing too conservative. So, that's my goal this offseason and this spring, just to get off the ball, and I've been doing it. So I just got to put it on, game day, and it'll be great. That's it.
What's like a drill or a practice that you get into?
It's more of a mindset, because you got to think about it, just get off. Like, if it's pass or run, just get off. Like, it don't matter, just go. Because if you go, you never know what may happen. Good things happen when you go.
You said you were playing conservative, but you don't have a conservative personality.
No, I don't. I don't. But, it was my first year starting, man. I thought it was going to be just a walk in the park, but it ain't. So I was a little nervous out there, but I think coming to my second year starting, it's going to be very different and very better. I'm going to be way better.
What did you think when you heard that they wanted to move Nakai inside from the end?
Yeah, like Doozy said, like Nakai, he's Elijah's a different type of player, but he got something. Like, he got a little twitch to him that's very different that is going to definitely help him because he's, I think anybody who moved from D to D tackle, to me, is a pro because you're much faster down there.
I mean, you know him pretty well. Does it, once you started seeing him work out at D tackle, were you like, oh, that fits really well?
He got that twitch. Like, he got that boop. It's just like fast. His first step. That's what I like about Nakai. And he's down there with the D tackles. I think that's what that's what we needed last year. Just a D tackle that had a little bit more twitch to him. He lighter, so it helps him. So I think it's definitely a good addition to add him down there.
What's the biggest benefit to practicing against an offense that likes to play high tempo and likes to play very fast?
It's a big benefit because, like, your stamina, like, you get used to it. You get used to everything going fast. So when we get in the regular season, teams going to go slow, and we're going to eat that all up.
How's that going from a communication standpoint?
That's the hard part, getting the line and communication. That's the hard part about it. That makes, like, it's chaotic. But, we adapted to it, so we ready. So anybody who do that against us, I hope they don't.
What does Elliott bring to the table this year that you think that he maybe didn't have before?
From last year, I would say his confidence. I think he's waking up every day, just coming to practice, ready to play. Like, he's more confident. Like, he's doing the right things. Like, I think he's way more confident than last year.
Matt talked about, we asked him about the sack numbers, and he said one thing is it's also the offense. You guys had to defend the run a lot, so you guys weren't as many aggressive chances. How do you block that part out, though? Like, defense, you can't worry about the offense, but you got to worry about yourselves.
It's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard when, the other side's struggling, but, you got to just take it on the chin and just keep trying, man. It was hard last year, man. Like, I've been watching film, man. We didn't get a lot of passes, man. RPOs, runs. It was hard, but this new offense, I believe is going to definitely show some different things. High power.
Who are you matching up with most? Like more Branson, more Ryan?
I pick my days. I go against one day, then go against the next. I go against both here. Every other day I switch. So, because my left side is my best side. So Branson's on the right side. So I try to stay over there.
Anything else for Dayon?
Dayon, you mentioned Sincere and Francis. What makes them so good players when they are early enrollees and just freshmen? So.
Well, man, I ain't gonna cap. They're fatigued. I mean, they're very strong, fast. They came in already squatting 400, benching 400. Like, listen, man, we got lucky with them, man. God, we got lucky with them. Yeah, they're just different. Like, the new era is just changing. Like, everybody's just more polished coming into college, and I'm glad we got them.
What's the last thing you remember Coach Parker telling you before you left, as far as just like your connection with him?
Last thing Parker told me before he left, that he's a call away, man. Anything I need, any advice I need, I can just pick up and call him, man. He's a good man, and I'm happy for him. Hopefully he give me some tickets to the game.
With Pro Day last week, obviously you saw Kalijah go through it last year, David go through it last week. How much motivation does that give you?
Gives me a lot of motivation, man. I'm up next, I got to have a good year, and we'll have a good year. So, I've been changing, man. I've been going to church, going to Bible study every Wednesday. I was just at my pastor's house. So, I've been trying to change the little stuff and be more, locked in on life.
How much has that spiritual journey helped you?
Helped me a lot, man. I got the Bible app, so I always play it in the shower. So, I'm focused, man. God's helping me, and I'm just happy to connect with him because I know he will help me get to where I need to be.
How did you become one?
I knew I was lacking something in life, and I just didn't know what it was. So I just had to, I'm like, let me just go to church, man. And it just kept going. Like, I'm going a couple months since I've been going to church and Bible study. So I love it. I just got my Bible yesterday. So, I'm happy.
Was your faith important in your family growing up as a kid, and maybe something that you kind of didn't have to pay attention to as much when you got to college?
It wasn't. That's the thing. Like, I didn't. Like, my mom believed in God. Like, they told. Like, we didn't really go to church though, but I knew there was a God. I just knew there was something, but I just didn't know how to connect. And I was, hesitant because I didn't know which way to go, what to believe in. There's so many religions. So I just, went to church and just said, I'm gonna just stick to this path and pray every night. Read the Bible every day, and he's helping me every day. Have a good day, y'all.